After being dissolved back in April this year, the ANC's Women's League is now on a rebuilding path, the party says. Over the years, it's been accused of being entangled in factional battles within the organization. Now the ANC NEC has called on one of its veterans, that's Baleka Mbete, to lead the national task team, which is expected to revive the Women's League ahead of the ANC's elective conference in December. For more on this now, let's bring in Baleka Mbete, who joins us via our telephone line. And it's lovely to have you on the program. Thank you so much indeed for making time. You know, that report that recommended the disbandment of the Women's League was quite scathing. I think it was put together by Thandi Modise and Natim Tetwa. I'm sure part of the job that you've done is try to figure out what went so horribly wrong.
Well, that's what we have to go and find out. Good morning, Ayanda. Is it Ayanda?
It is, ma'am.
Good morning. We have to now, having seen the report and having seen the terms of reference, interact with the provinces. But in the meantime, there's the urgent business of the Mandela Day activities. There's also forming our structure and our structure of the working task team, meeting for the first time on Monday, or is it Tuesday? You know, we're trying to organize ourselves so that we can embark on this very difficult task that is facing us.
It's a mammoth,
but we're positive.
Yeah, it's a mammoth task ahead, and the deadline in some respects feels like it's December. Do you feel you have enough time?
No, it's not December. It's 9 months. Constitutionally, we have up to 9 months. Actually, the first task team led by Thandi Modise had said that we should be given a year. So we'll see. We'll try and do it within 9 months as is constitutionally required and see how we go. We're positive, though.
Right. If it's not completed by 9 months, help us understand how or if delegates from the Women's League will be allowed to vote then in the December conference.
Yes, we'll find a way. Because, you know, women are alive on the ground. They are active. They are never dead. There's always life with women. So we'll find a way and make sure that the delegates that are allocated by the structures of the movement that are preparing for the conference are actually somehow, given that we exist as an interim structure, you know, we'll find a way of ensuring that women structures are actually represented and the voices of women can be heard on the various matters before conference.
Part of the discussion around this particular team, and I'm sure you're expecting this question, Baleka Mbete, is around the credibility of the team itself, where you consider some of its members. The president of the Women's League, when it was disbanded, Batabile Dlamini, is part of the team. She's got all kinds of clouds hanging over her head, including the fact that she was found guilty of perjury and is actually due to appear before the Integrity Commission of the ANC in relation to that. The question becomes, on what credible basis does she now guide this structure in reviving an organization that was disbanded when she was at the helm?
She will not guide. She's an individual. She's part of a collective. But there's information, there are insights, there's experience, and you know, the fact that a person, there's a mistake with her or there's a problem around her does not mean they have nothing to improve. So we must always just try and be sober about things. The fact that there's an issue, she must go and deal with it in the Integrity Commission structure, and we'll take it from there when the outcome comes from that interaction. But in the meantime, she's here, she's giving us valuable information about things she has been involved in for many years.
To be fair, it's not just any issue. It's issues to do with ethics that actually call into question her moral standing in society. Are you saying that this particular matter is irrelevant?
We're not saying it's irrelevant. That's why it's being attended to. She is going to be appearing and engaging with the Integrity Commission, and we will await what comes out of that. In the meantime, we're not blind to what she knows. We are not blind to what she has been involved in, and that we will take advantage of because it exists with her. She has been the president. She has been in that terrain for that long.
Has she told you what it was about her leadership that led to the disbandment of this particular organization?
We haven't had that discussion because it's never been our issue as the newly appointed task team. It has been an issue before the ANC and the courts of the country, and we will await the outcome as I've indicated.
What do you mean this is not an issue? Perhaps let me just rephrase the question. I was asking...
I'm saying it's not before the national task team of the ANC Women's League as an issue on the agenda of the national task team.
Please can I ask the question? My question is, has she been able to explain to you what it is about her leadership within the Women's League that's led to the league itself being disbanded? Surely that is within the realm of what the task team is meant to look into.
It would be incorrect to apportion blame on an individual for something that did not go right in the structures of the league all over the country. And mind you, it doesn't mean the league did. It's just that they overstayed their welcome in terms of the constitutionally required time that they were given by the Constitution. So the time has come, and in fact, we've got to renew those structures. It can't be a question of just one individual. The president should have done something about that. He worked as part of a collective. And all I'm saying is that it's not a matter we have actually put on our agenda. We've had one meeting as a party on Monday. It was the inaugural meeting. We were being addressed. We were looking at the report. We were forming the working committee. And the rest is still going to unfold. The working committee is meeting this coming week.
Okay. A quick one. If you are successfully able to put the Women's League back together again, can Batabile Dlamini run for the presidency again?
I guess constitutionally it's open that she can consider that. But also we await the outcome of the interaction with the Integrity Commission.
All right. Baleka Mbete, thanks very much indeed for speaking to us. She's speaking to us there in her capacity as convener of this national task team that's now been given the task of reviving the Women's League after it was disbanded. Baleka Mbete, once again, thanks very much indeed for your time.